My name is Ahmad Fauzi, and in here I'm gonna try to explain English phonemes. English phoneme is divided into three parts. First is consonant, second is vowel, and third is manner of articulation and place of articulation. Phoneme is the smallest distinctive or contrastive unit of sound in particular language. Segments, speech sound are said to be distinguished from with different meaning from each other. The basic test for the distinctiveness of sound is called minimal pair test. Minimal pair is the pair of words that have different meaning and which differ in only one sound at the same position. Consonants. Consonants are pronounced by stopping the air flowing easily through the mouth, especially by closing the lips or touching the teeth with the tongue. For example, quick, kick, fat, hat, free, three, day, day. Vowel. Vowel is defined as a sound which is produced or made without any kind of obstruction, closure, or impediments to the flow of air in the mouth as it passes from larynx to the lips. Example: so, saw, no, now, had, hard, fast, first. Place of articulation. In articulatory phonetics, the place of articulation of a consonant is the point of contact of which obstruction occurs in the vocal tract between the movements of the articulatory, active articulator, and passive articulator. Location, along with the way of articulation and phonation, gives a distinctive consonant sound. Bilabial, labial dental, dental, alveolar, post-alveolar, palatal, velar, glottal. Bilabial. Bilabial consonant occur when you block or constrict airflow out of the mouth by bringing your lips together. English contains the following three bilabial consonants: p, purse and wrap, p, bag and cab, m, mad and calm. Labiodental. Labiodental consonants occur when you block or constrict airflow by curling your lower lips back and raising it to touch your upper row of teeth. English contains the following two labiodental sounds: as in fro and calf, as in, vine and have. Dental. Dental consonant occur when you block or constrict airflow by placing your slimy tongue against your upper teeth. English contains the following two labiodental sounds: thick and bath, d and rather. Alveolar. The alveolar ridge is where your teeth meet your gums. You crease alveolar consonants when you raise your tongue to the alveolar ridge to block or constrict airflow. The English alveolar consonants are as follows: n, no and man, t, tap and rad, d, deep and bad, s, suit and bus, z, zit and jazz, l, luck and falling. Post-alveolar. When you retract your tongue back just a bit from the alveolar ridge, the sound changes enough to be recognized as distinct consonants. So, post-alveolar consonants are those that occur when the tongue blocks or constricts airflow at the point just beyond the alveolar ridge. The post-alveolar English consonants are as follows: sh, shot and brush, Okay, I repeat again. Sh, shot or brush. J, vision or measure. Ch, chick or match, j, jam or badge. Thank you.
Next material, palatal. The roof of your next the material is palatal. The roof of your mouth is the hard palate. You may know it as the place turn burns like hell when I ate pizza that is too hot. You create palatal consonants where you raise the tongue to this point and constrict airflow. English has only one palatal consonant, y, as in yes and the u. Bellow. Behind your palate, you have the volume or soft palate. Unlike the bony hard palate in front of it, this consists of soft mature tissue. You make velar consonants when you raise the back of your tongue to the volume to block or restrict airflow. English has the following velar consonants: ing as in going and uncle, k as in kite and back, j as in good and buck, w as in with and Howard. Glottal. The glottal is actually the vocal cords in I and E, and it acts as a sort of bottle cap to your windpipe. You inhale and then hold your breath for a few seconds while keeping your mouth open. What you are actually doing to keep the air from expelling up or your lungs by closing your glotte. Glottal consonants aren't actually some consonants. They just play consonants roles in the language. In English, the following thing happen at the glottis. As in high and Bahamas. Say these words and notice how you're not actually constricting or blocking airflow for these sounds. You're just exhaling a little bit harder than you would for a normal vowel sound in transition to the following vowel sound. This is actually the culprit behind many of the silent syllables we discussed in the first lesson. For example, in the first, what time is it? The T in what is dropped and the vowel sound before it is closed at the glottis. Okay, next material, manner of articulation. The manner of articulation is the way the air stream is affected as it flows from the lungs and out the nose and moves. Manner of articulation divided into stop, fricative, and approximate. Stop consonant occur when the vocal tract is closed completely. But for stops, the airflow is not redirected through the nose. Instead, the air quickly put a pressure behind the articulators and then released in a burst. English contains the following stop consonants: f, first, and rep. Oral passage is blocked by closing the lips. B, bilabial and cup. Oral passage is blocked by closing the lips. Bilabial. T, tap and rat. Oral passage is blocked by pressing the tongue tip against the alveolar rights. The dip and bed. Oral passage is blocked by pressing the tongue tip against the alveolar. Kite and back. Block airflow with the back of the tongue against the soft palate velar. Good and back. Block airflow with the back of the tongue against the soft palate velar. Again, fricative. Fricative sounds involve only a partial block of the vocal tract, so that air has to be forced through a narrow channel. For example, you create a t stop consonant when you block airflow completely with your tongue against the alveolar rights. But if you let up with the tongue a bit and let the air stroke, you make an fricative consonant. The English fricative sounds are as follows: fro and call. Air is force stroke the upper teeth and lower lip, labiodental. V, v, wine and have. Air is force stroke the upper teeth and lower lip, labiodental. Thick and birds. Air is force stroke upper teeth and tongue dental. Dental. The, the and rudder is air is force stroke upper teeth and tongue dental. Sweet and burst. Air is force stroke tongue and alveolar right. Alveolar. Zit and jazz. Air is force stroke tongue and alveolar right. Alveolar. Shut and brush. Air is force stroke the tongue and point just beyond alveolar right. Post alveolar. Vision and measure. Air is force stroke the tongue and point just beyond alveolar right. Post alveolar. Happy and hope. Actually, isn't fricative. It is technically not even a real consonant sound, since there are no contraction or abstraction of airflow. Okay, next, approximant. Approximant are when two articulator come close together but not quite close enough to create air turbulence. The resulting sound is more like a fast vowel than anything else. For example, the approximant is like a fast U sound, say U plus a really fast, and you get the word white. Notice how your tongue never actually comes in contact with the top of your mouth. There are three English approximants: V, we, W, with, and Howard. Okay, repeat. Wet and Howard. Back of tongue raised to velum, but not too close, and lips are round. Velo. Yes and bu. Tongue raised to hard palate, but not too close. Palatal. Reich and roar. Tongue raised to hard palate, but not too close. Alveolar or post alveolar. Okay, thank you. Before I will introduce myself, my name is Chairul Anam. I'm from TY2. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.